Dools and Linda with Interpol and their antics.
What happened?
Just hit my funny bone.
On
I'm Scott.
Scott.
Carlos.
Hello.
Do you want a drink of water or anything?
Please.
Yeah, sure.
I wonder whether we should conduct this interview without my having drunk a glass of water. Could I get some, please?
Yeah, sure. You're on Triple J with Dools and Linda, and in the studio now from New York City, Interpol are in the studio, Paul Banks and also bass player Carlos D. How are you guys going?
Good. Very well, thank you.
You've been back in the country a couple of times. You played first, and each time you've come back, you've kind of played bigger venues every time. Does it surprise you to come back so far from where you live and be packing out massive venues like the Horton Pavilion?
No.
Doesn't surprise you?
Why should it?
Oh no, I was just asking how you felt.
I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was.
And it was sold out as well.
Was it?
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
was.
Yeah.
It was.
What impresses you, Carlos? What gets you going? What surprises you?
What surprises me?
What was the last time you were surprised?
When I checked into the hotel and found out that they didn't have any room service there. I was very, very surprised.
I hate that. Whenever I get to a hotel, the first thing I do is club sandwich.
Really?
Press 9, club sandwich. And then you rate the hotel experience off the basis of that first...
I happily concur with that.
Yeah.
So no room service. Is this at the hotel you're staying at?
What happened?
Just hit my funny bone.
Where'd you hit her? I'm always forever hitting it on
There's some ridge thing.
these.
Oh yeah.
These fucking things.
Yeah.
They're painful.
Something.
You are one of those bands that you get played a lot in, different situations. Like I've heard Interpol songs on, highlights.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, and Super Bowl highlights and that kind. Where's the weirdest place you've heard one of your tracks?
Oh, I think I was watching either... I don't know if I heard about this or if I actually saw it, but some MTV show. Because with MTV, I think if you give them a license to... If they have your video, they can use that song in any way they want to.
Yeah, right.
Without approval.
Is MTV still as important as it used to be to an artist to get played on MTV?
I think it's interesting that they've kind of reinvented themselves in the States. I mean, no, musically, not at all. But they have this programming that people seem to care about. I mean, and I think it's now we're just not in that generation to care. And I'm kind of torn because I'm actually a big fan of the kind of music that actually is now sort of dominating the radio, which is sort of like these one-off hip-hop singles. And I'm a fan of hip-hop, and I kind of love the on a production level, these, producers, they just do like one track like that, Crank That, the Soulja Boy Tell 'Em song, but it's a total one-off. And so like I'm kind of guiltily enjoying this music, which is totally symptomatic of the whole downfall of like album bands and the industry that we kind of are part of. So I have a sort of conscientious problem when I buy a Flow Rider single, because you just buy the single. Like I don't care.
Well, there's no follow up either.
Yeah,
that's
no one cares where that artist goes after that. It's just waiting for the next big single to come out.
Have you guys considered, because the Black Keys are working with Danger Mouse, and you're just saying you're a fan of that kind of production? Have you considered doing something like working with a Danger Mouse, or like the Hives work with Pharrell Williams and stuff?
Well, because Pharrell kind of borders into rock a lot more than a lot.
Are you all right?
Oh my God, that hurt.
Are you okay?
So Carlos D's just hit his
I think so.
knee.
You guys have got to do something about this thing on the
table.
This is dangerous.
That's what's kind of controlling the radio station.
Wow.
What is housed in there.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, sorry for the interruption.
Play some more Interpol. So
we need a break here.
I don't even remember what we were talking
about
about?
Danger Mouse.
We're talking about producers, and would you think about branching out and maybe taking a different line?
I mean, I think of anyone in the band, it would be me most interested in doing that, and no, not at all. I think that, we've worked with a producer who was sort of like-minded with our aesthetic and who'd worked with bands that were, sort of in a vein that we respect. To go with somebody out of a different genre to work on our music would be sort of compromising what we do musically. We don't do anything that has, really anything to do with hip-hop, so I'd have no interest in working with an Interpol and a hip-hop producer.
All right, well, let's leave it there. Carlos and Paul, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Quite welcome.
Thanks, you all right?
Yeah, that was like someone had just shocked me, like all over my body, because it hit the funny.
Did you push in?
Yeah, and then it just both funny bones, like that part.
Oh, yeah.
Just below the kneecap.
Yeah. Nice to meet you both. See you later.
Thanks.
Enjoy the rest of your trip. Hopefully you don't get any
Nice to meet you, Paul.
You too.
Nice to meet you, Carlos.
Hi, everyone.